y'all, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Samantha Leighanne and I talk about books. So I'm going to talk about something today that I don't normally talk about, and that is because there's so many books on the beautiful shelves behind me that are unread. So I usually am kind of concentrating on backlist titles or just whatever I want to read. But today I want to talk about some books that I am really excited are going to be coming out in the year 2018. I'm only going to focus on 5 today because these are the ones that as of this moment I am the most excited about. But there are plenty of other new releases that I have already pre-ordered that I am really excited about as well. So without further ado, let's get started. I've already pre-ordered most of these books. I'm just going to throw that out there. So the first book that I am most excited about being released this year is a release by Stephen King. Did you guys not see it coming? And it is The Outsider. It is going to be released on May 22nd, so we don't have that far to go. So the synopsis is an 11-year-old boy is found in a town park hideously assaulted and murdered. The fingerprints and later DNA are unmistakably those of the town's most popular baseball coach, Terry Maitland, a man of impeccable reputation with a wife and 2 daughters. Detective Ralph Anderson, whose son Maitland coached, orders an immediate and public arrest. Maitland is taken to jail, his claim to innocence scorned. Maitland has a foolproof alibi with footage to prove that he was in another city when the crime was committed. But that doesn't save him either. So I'm excited because it's Stephen King, but it deals with the assault and murder of a child, and so I'm a little bit concerned about that because I'm gonna be honest, I pre-ordered that sight unseen and I'm still gonna read it regardless. I'm just kind of interested to see like where that's gonna go and what that's gonna look like. So we'll see. So the next book that I am going to talk about is Leighanne the Offbeat. This is by Becky Albertalli, and I read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda last year. I have no concept of time. We're in February. And I really loved it. This is a companion novel to Simon. The synopsis of this one is Lee Burke, girl band drummer, master of deadpan, and Simon Spire's best friend from the award-winning Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, takes center stage in this novel of first love and senior year angst. When it comes to drumming, Lee Burke is usually on beat, but real life isn't always so rhythmic. An anomaly in her friend group, she's the only child of a young single mom, and her life is decidedly less privileged. She loves to draw but is too self-conscious to show it, and even though her mom knows she's bisexual, she hasn't mustered the courage to tell her friends, not even her openly gay BFF Simon. So Leah really doesn't know what to do, and her rock-solid friend group starts to fracture in unexpected ways. With prom and college on the horizon, tensions are running high, and it's hard for Lee to strike the right note while the people she loves are fighting, especially when she realizes she might love one of them more than she ever intended. So I just love Simon, and I know that I'm gonna love this. And I really liked Lee's character in Simon, so I'm really excited that she gets her own companion novel as well. And this book will be releasing on April 24th. Next book on this list is a historical fiction novel. This one is by Alison Weir. It is Jane Seymour, The Haunted Queen. And this is part of Alison Weir's series of Henry VIII's wives. She is writing a novel for each of his 6 wives, which I think is just wonderful, especially because Jane Seymour, we don't really know much about. She wasn't married to Henry for that long, and I've never read a novel with her as the main character. I have read a lot about Henry's wives. I've read a lot about Tudor era England, and I'm just really excited to see what she's gonna do. The first 2 books I really enjoyed, so I am hoping that the trend is gonna continue. And this book is gonna come out on May 15th. The next book on my list, I'm so flippin' excited for. Like, I'm so excited for it. And that book is Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers. This is another novel in the Wayfarers series, Long Way to a Small Angry Planet and A Closed and Common Orbit, which I both read last year and loved them so much. She just released the covers for the UK version and the US version, and they are both actually really pretty. I did already order the UK version because I love it. It's so pretty. So the synopsis on Goodreads is, hundreds of years ago, the last humans left Earth. After centuries wandering empty space, humanity was welcomed, mostly by the species that govern the Milky Way, and their generational journey came to an end. But this is old history. Today, the Exodus fleet is a living relic, a place where many are from but few outsiders have seen. When a disaster rocks the already fragile community, those Exodans who have not yet left for alien cities struggle to find their way in an uncertain future. Among them are a mother, a young apprentice, an alien academic, a caretaker for the dead, a man searching for a place to belong, and an archivist who ensures no one's story is forgotten. Each has their own voice, but all seek answers to inescapable questions. Why remain among the stars when there are habitable worlds within reach? And what is the purpose of a ship that has reached its destination? I loved Long Way, Too Small, Angry Planet, Enclosed in Common Orbit. The way that Becky Chambers writes and the characters that she writes just resonate so well with everyone, the diversity that she includes, and just I love her writing so much, and I loved the first 2 books of this series. The beautiful thing about these books is, and the way that the synopsis looks, you don't have to have read the first 2 to read this one. I do think that you would probably benefit more if I had to guess, but I am so excited to read this. This is probably like the #1 book that I'm excited for. And this book releases on July 24th. And the final book on this list is The Winter of the Witch. This is book 3 in the Winter Night trilogy. The first 2 books being The Bear and the Nightingale and The Girl in the Tower. As of this moment, I haven't read The Girl in the Tower yet, though I do own it. I loved Bear and the Nightingale, but they did just do the cover reveal for this book about a week ago, and I like squealed when I saw it because #1, it's so pretty, and #2, I had no idea that we were going to get the continuation of that series this year. I don't have a synopsis to read you, unfortunately, because the only thing they have listed on Goodreads is, in the stunning conclusion to the best-selling Winter Night trilogy, following The Bear and the Nightingale and The Girl in the Tower, Vasya returns to save Russia and the spirit realm, battling enemies both mortal and magic. So if you're unfamiliar with this trilogy, it's definitely a fantasy series. It focuses on Russian folklore, and the writing is just beautiful. The settings are just beautiful. Again, I haven't read the second book yet, so I can't speak to that. But if it's anything like The Bear and the Nightingale, it's gonna be beautiful. This cover is gorgeous. I'm just really excited to see this series continue, even though this is technically the last one. And this book will be releasing on August 14th. So those are 5 of the books that I'm really excited are going to be released this year. Have you guys heard anything about these? Are these books that you're also excited for? Comment down below and let me know how you feel about them. Or if there are any other releases that you guys are really excited about, also comment down below and let me know what those are. Maybe there's some that I haven't heard of yet, or I just didn't know were coming out, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't super keep up with new releases and stuff like that all that often. So anyway, if you are new here and you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you click thumbs up or hit subscribe if you have not already. All of my social media links can be found in the down bar below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.